Chris Lawson on the racetrack now for his qualifying run. This is lap number 2 for Lawson. We'll see if he picks it up. He is 30th quick of the 31 that have taken time. Again, 32 have been recorded as qualifying because Mike Wallace was not able to go out. He didn't make the 5-minute clock. Now Chris Lawson, 30th, and he is one of the go or go homers. Just before he was on the track, Willie Allen was out on the track in the 0-5. He was 7th quick of the go or go homers, and he is fastest of that group. Now let's
Why not, bud? It was good.
You know, Bristol's so much fun to drive, and you pretty much are holding your breath for those sub 16-second lap, but I can't thank Kevin and Delana enough for giving me an opportunity to drive this car. And we had such a fast truck on Wednesday night and didn't get a chance to show everybody there at the end. And this Ream car's been really good all morning, really good on long runs, and we got a really good chance to stick it on here on the front row. So proud of everybody at KSL for giving me this opportunity, and can't think of a better place to start tonight on the pole. Should be a lot of fun.
All right, congrats so far. Let's head over to Bob.
Ryan Newman strapping in behind the wheel of the #1 machine up there on the speed charts.
Really
Ryan, you love this race.
Was.
Ryan Newman started the weekend off here at Bristol on the right note on Wednesday with a big victory in the Whelen Modified Tour race, and that was a dandy, boys.
Sean Case, a dandy for him in qualifying, 11th quick on his first lap.
And then Chase Miller in that 90 car, he ran quicker on his second lap. He's 19th quickest, but I would definitely say that Ryan Newman will be the one car that Elliott Sadler is going to have to watch the closest.
He'll be keeping his eyes on the scoring pylon in the center of this racetrack when Ryan Newman takes to the track. Sean Case, 11th quick. Again, his first lap, 16.093, so just outside the top 10 for Sean.
I think that should be more than safe to allow him to race a little bit later on tonight.
There's 50 cars here, meaning that 7 will go home.
Veteran of this racetrack, Brad Teague.
You say veteran. You know, he was in the first race that was run here for the Nationwide Series.
That's what I'm talking about. World War I, first race, you know, veteran.
Back in 1982, Brad Teague ran that race, finished 5th. He was 4 spots behind Phil Parsons. You want me to do the math for you? You got that right?
No, I got that figured out because, again, Phil Parsons was the winner of that first race.
The inaugural winner of the Nationwide race here.
Was he out of high school then?
Oh, well out of high school.
Oh,
I think he was out of college, too.
Was he? Is he that old?
Did I say that on the air? I'm sorry.
Okay.
Didn't mean to, did you?
No, of course not. 16.278. He also picks it up on lap number 2. That puts him 27th quick for Brad Teague.
Yeah, even I don't think I would sit here and feel that great about 16.27 just yet. I think we're going to have to see a few more of these go-or-go homers run. The only go-or-go homer that we know will absolutely be in the show regardless is Jeff Green is eligible for the past championship division.
I think we can safely say Willie Allen's got a pretty good shot at it.
I feel good about Willie Allen. I feel good about Sean Case and honestly Chase Miller. I think those 3 laps will be in good shape.
Morgan Shepherd now on the clock. His first lap 16.419. When he was out for practice, he was 42nd quick in practice at 16.235. So he needs to pick it up a bit if he wants to race later this evening.
And he didn't come close. He did pick it up a little bit there to 16.35, which picked him up a little bit, but still well off of what he ran in practice.
Rick, are you getting more propaganda over there?
Well,
from,
it was a Phil Parson age stat that was thrown at me, and I really like Phil Parsons enough that I'm not going to give that.
Well, pass it over here to Larry. He don't care.
We have no problem.
Okay, on the clock now, it's Kevin LePage. He was 32nd quick at a 16.084 in that first practice we ran. He was 9th fastest of the go-or-go homers, so we'll see how Kevin fares against the rest of the field.
And, you know, you were right. He was out of college. He was 24 years old, so there's nothing wrong with that.
No, of course not.
You do the math from 1982 to now, you can figure how old he really is.
Kevin LePage, 32nd quick on his first lap of qualifying. Can it pick it up? He does. He goes to 28th quick, 16.290. So he is faster than 2 other drivers in the go or go home ranks. And again, you're going to have to be faster than 7 others if you're going to make it into tonight's show. Next Friday night, it's Chicagoland Speedway for the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. That gets underway at 8:30 Eastern with Chris Devota and the setup show as we get ready for the final run for the Camping World Truck Series. Todd Bodine is on a roll, looking to get another championship.
You know, the good news about Kevin LePage's lap, his second lap, he leapfrogged Morgan Shepherd. But boy, Jeff Green leapfrogged a bunch of them. We talked about him being eligible for the championship provisional. His first lap, pretty good lap, 16:19 in this 36 car.
Lap number 2 for Jeff Green, a little bit slower. Bob Dillner.
J.J. Yaley walking down to his number 61 car, and man, you pick a tough field to come and try to conquer here. A lot of cars. You can get the field.
It's been a while since I've been here. I got the call earlier in the week to come down, so maybe make some more laps here at Bristol, get reacclimated, and try to do them so good by getting them in the show and knocking the rust off of the cup cars. So far so good, but we still got to pick up some speed.
Hopefully his car owner is watching. Hopefully he gets the field.
Dennis Setzer in the 26 on the racetrack now. He was running in the Camping World Truck Series race on Wednesday, trying to do double duty.
Good lap for him though, Rick. 17th quickest driving for the Keselowski. Brian Keselowski drives this car on a regular basis. Brian actually trying to qualify for the Sprint Cup Series race here this weekend.
Slows down on lap 2, so 17th quick for Setzer at 16. NASCAR Nationwide Series qualifying continuing on the track. And that's 73, Derek Cope.
Do need to mention that Willie Allen is now locked in. Felt that was going to be a safe lap, being 7th quickest, but he will race tonight.
As he continues to outrun other people, the next one will be Sean Case that will be able to lock himself in. We see Derek Cope on his first lap, 19th quick at 16.154.
Good solid lap there by Derek.
That will lock Sean Case in. Right now, the feeling I've got, if you can run in the 16 teens, maybe the 16 low 20s, you're probably okay. But this racetrack's probably only going to start to get a little bit quicker. We're starting to get a little bit of shade over in turn 2 now.
Parker Kligerman on the racetrack.
Running a limited schedule. His last outing, he finished 13th at Chicagoland Speedway last month.
His season best start, Daytona in July, where he was on the outside pole.
See the Pelter brothers right there on the hood of that car. Those guys that have the TV show that do the logging, the big logs. They got him behind Parker.
He needs to pick it up on this second lap. That lap there, 16.307, but he's working on bettering it just a little bit. And the good news, he did pick it up, and he went across Kevin LePage, but that will lock Dennis Setzer in the 26 car now in.
16.285, the time of record for Parker Kligerman, 31st quickest.
It's going to be hundreds, maybe thousands, that separates who makes this show and who goes home.
And that 22 hundredths of a second you were talking about, that pickup could be the difference between going home and staying here tonight and racing.
Elliott Sadler needs to be watching very closely to the pylon now as Ryan Newman's on the racetrack.
But you know, the bad thing about it, I don't know how he's approaching this, but Ryan needs to make the race. You know, 33 car was locked in. He had an opportunity to kind of throw caution to win. Right now, this first lap good enough for 9th quickest, and it will lock him in automatic.
I think you're absolutely spot on, Jeff. You know, he knew he could not try to set a new world close record for a half-mile racetrack, because if he bobbles, gets loose, doesn't make the show. But right now he's 9th quickest at a 16:03 on his first lap, so he's locked in.
Locks himself into the show. So Willie Allen, Ryan Newman, Sean Case, and Dennis Setzer are locked in. The next guy on the bubble is Derek Cope at 16.154. So if you can outrun Derek, you'll lock yourself into the race for this evening.
You know, going back to Ryan Newman, thinking about Kyle Busch, how many times you come to a racetrack, you have 2 drivers that have the potential of winning the triple?
And right now, we've got 2 of them.
Got 2 of them.
Won't be the first time that Kyle Busch has been in that position, and I think he's done 2 of the 3. Came real close, I think, at Texas, right?
But he's never had competition.
Kyle Busch has also won.
Think about it.
He's won 2 races in one day.
Oh, yeah. Auto Club Speedway,
yes.
I think.
Very impressive. Drew Herring will bobble on his first lap. And not a lot of help on the second lap, but he did pick it up a bit. 16.326. He's 35th quick. And he's only beat 2 of the other go or go home drivers. So it might be a tough night for Drew Herring.
See him going down into turn 1 and 2. Car just bobbled right there. And I mean, that clock is ticking away when all that's going on.
I mean, as quick as he was able to come back and recover on that second lap, that first lap would have been pretty sporty if he could have made it through there.
Now that did lock Derek Cope into the show.
Derek Cope gets locked into the show, so that puts Chase Miller now on the bubble at 16.169. Sons of Anarchy on the hood for Mark Green.
Premiering on FX Tuesday, September the 7th. I think they also got a little bit of signage on Kenny Wallace's car as well.
I think if anyone would come up from that show and say, I want to put my name on your car, you'd say yes.
Be more than happy.
Absolutely.
Not a problem. We'll take care of that for you. Mark Green is 25th quick, and he picked it up on lap number 2 by 1/1000th of a second, 16.202.
I think he's going to be fine also. Larry talked about it. If you run down in the low 20s, it should turn out to be pretty good for you.
Yeah, because Chase Miller just got locked in at that 16.16.9.
The one guy who got knocked out was Parker Kliger. Had the second number right. The first number was wrong, though. Not Parker Kligerman. It's Chris Lawson that was locked out or knocked out of this race in the 52.
And Ryan Hackett, he will not get in this show in this 76 car. His best lap, second lap, 16.47.
But that moves Mark Green into the field.
So Mark Green is in. Now the bubble is at Brad Teague at 16.278. So if you outrun Brad Teague at 16.278 or 32nd quick, you lock yourself into this race. And you see the green line, that 32nd position. If they can get to that, they lock themselves in. J.J. Yaley's not going to do it on lap 1. 16.552. He's got a long way to go, and he's taken the long way around this racetrack.
Don't think that's going to work, J.J.
He's got to pick up 3/10 on this second lap, and I just don't see it getting there, so I don't think he will race tonight in the 61 car.
They said they were struggling getting the car to turn, and it sure didn't look like it wanted to turn either one of those laps. He winds up 42nd quickest in the 61 car. We'll have to try it again next week.
The local favorite Brad Teague in that 0 car, he is now locked in at a 16.27.
Johnny Davis got to be pretty happy about that.
A little nervous about Eric McClure here in his 24 car with about 10 minutes to go in practice. He was running well quick enough, I think, to qualify for the show. Either had a right front tire go down or bottomed out, crashed the primary car. He's making the very first laps in this backup car.
Here's the first lap. Can he beat 33rd?
Oh, baby, come
Looking
on.
good. He bounces back out. He's going to have to do it on lap 2 if he wants to lock himself in on this qualifying run.
All he needs to pick up, though, is about 4/100ths of a second. He's flirting with it.
Oh, no! Back into the wall goes Eric McClure. That's 2 cars in one day.
And you know the worst thing that happens to these go-or-go-home guys, Rick, whether it's Sprint Cup or whether it's nationwide, that crew chief comes on the radio after lap 1 and says, I need a little bit more.
Well, and the other thing that could be bad here is Eric McClure still could make this race on his first lap. 16.315, depending upon hard hit.
That was a hard hit, very hard hit. You hit here, about any kind of a hit is hard.
That's 2 hard hits for him today. One with the right front. Now this one here backing in that outside safer barrier.
Yeah, that would hurt a little bit too.
Yes,
a little bit too.
Yeah, this was earlier today.
Yeah, this is the wreck I was talking about. You could just see the car just went dead straight. Either it bottomed out, the right front tire went soft or something, but that was a hard wreck.
So that was car number 2 for Eric McClure in qualifying. You see him climbing. That was earlier today. Climbing out of that race car.
Trying to shake the cobwebs off that first one.
This is most recent.
Now the cars that we have left, David Gilliland, Jeremy Clements, and Michael McDowell, and honestly, all of those cars were quick enough, I think, to get in this show. But as you mentioned, Rick, Eric McClure, he's not out yet.
He's not out yet. Kevin LePage is the man on the bubble at 16.290.
Parker Kligerman, he does get locked in with that Eric McClure's problems right there. It locks him in, and also it bumps Morgan Shepherd.
Another look. This is lap 2 of qualifying for Eric.
Minute he got that thing to the bottom of the racetrack, you can see the back end just comes around. We've not seen a lot of cars loose getting in the corner. We've heard some drivers complaining about it, but most of the problems been from the center off.
So the safety crews will go to work and clean up the racetrack before qualifying continues. Eric McClure is going to climb out. They're assessing the damage to the back of that race car. Again, there's just 3 cars still to qualify, so they've got to wait for 3 cars to find out if they need to fix that car. Right now, at least.
Can I interject something? When you assess the damage on that race car, we have a term down in the garage area. It's kilt.
Yeah.
You will not fix that race car, not tonight, in quick enough time to get it ready to go. There'll have to be some creative work done. You can see how disgusted Eric is. He don't even take his helmet off. He gets out, heads toward the transporter.
Yeah, it's not that long till these guys take the green flag for this 250-lap race tonight.
Well, Wednesday night on Speed. During prime time, it's an all-new episode of the original Stunt Riding series, Stealth Rider. That's at 8 o'clock. Then at 10, it's Intersections. You get pushed to the limit with Intersections. Get your heart racing. Those are Wednesdays, starting at 8 Eastern on Speed.
Now, David Gilliland in this 91 car, definitely quick enough in practice that he could be a player, but I think he's going to be a lot like Ryan Newman. He knows he's got to play it a little bit conservative, but halfway down the back straightaway, he's got a 10th in the bag.
Can he hang on?
If our tracker is right,
across the stripe in 30th.
Our tracker was not right there, but the good news is David is locked in.
He clicked off a lap of 16.237, which means he will race tonight. And across the stripe for lap number 2, he picks it up again. 24th quick, 16.182.
That's going to send Drew Herring to the house in that 43 car.
You know what we had on that tracker? That was a crew chief tracker.
It was.
A little quick. A little quick.
Well, right now, McClure, who just was involved in the accident, he is the next guy that will be knocked out of this race. Jeremy Clements on the track. If he's able to run a 16.290 or better, which it looks like he's going to be able to do, that will knock Eric McClure out of this race.
Yeah, he's going to be in good shape. A little tail happy coming off turn 4, but he's locked in 19th quickest. So that will send Eric McClure to the house in that 24 car.
16.149, lap number 1 for Jeremy Clements. Keeps digging on lap 2.
Rick, Jeff, this qualifying session has not let us down. Elliott Sadler is the quickest at a 15.93. Eric McClure just got sent home at a 16.31. About 3.5 tenths.
Yeah, we talked about the 3.5, 4 tenths.
Very close.
Separating the field. Jeremy Clements coming off the racetrack. The last car to qualify will be Michael McDowell in the 81. Handful for Jeremy Clements.
Yeah, he made me a little bit nervous here. Late exit this corner, you can still get yourself in a lot of trouble right there coming back to start-finish line. He hangs on to it, gets himself qualified.
Yeah, the hands were not lying what was going on looking at him inside that car.
He was fighting some bees.
Elliott Sadler looking for the pole. His last pole was Texas of 1998. 421 races ago.
I think what is somewhat unbelievable is he's come in here. He ran the truck race at Pocono for KHI, Kevin Harvick Incorporated.
Won the pole there.
Gets a win there and everything. So, I mean, it's like all of a sudden, you know, he get, like I say, got the pole, got the win. If he can come here sit this car on the pole, because, again, he was kind of tapped early in the week. Otherwise, Kevin Harvick would be in his 33 car. But how much of a shot in the arm that gives him as far as his confidence is concerned, I think it probably wakes up a lot of people saying, you know what? Well, it's Sadler. He can still get the job done, getting the right equipment.
I think we actually saw it in the Sprint Cup Series race at Michigan. Got his first top 10 finish of the year, finishing 9th up there.
And there's another question mark for RPM and Richard Petty Motorsports as to what will Elliott Sadler do in 2011. Now the final car for qualifying of the Nationwide Series, Michael McDowell. He has to run faster than 16.290 if he wants to race. And take a look at that tracker.
I believe he wants to race.
Yeah, I mean, he ran a 15.99, one of 15 cars that ran in the 15-second bracket in practice. He's flirting with a top 15 run, and he'll get it. 15th quickest, so he's locked in on lap 1.
16.107 for Michael McDowell. He will race later this evening in the Nationwide Series race.
The bad news is Kevin LePage will not race. He is knocked out.
That bumped Kevin LePage out. So disappointment for 7 drivers.
Go back and just remember what we said about Parker Kligerman earlier. Picked up 0.02 of a second on his second lap to leapfrog Kevin LePage. He's in the field. Kevin LePage went home.
He needed all 22 100ths of a second